What's going on? Live in the Caliente garage.
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
What's going on, everybody? Your boy Caliente out in the Caliente garage, doing it live today. Let me know where you checking in from, what state, what city, or what country you checking in from. You're on with your boy Chris, live in the Caliente garage. It's a cold day, and I thought I'd just take the opportunity to talk to you guys live. Maybe even do a live install out here in the Caliente garage, read some of your comments, and probably take some of your phone calls. So I will be opening up the phone calls today as well, live in the Caliente garage, just checking out some of your comments, checking out this super chat. What's going on, everybody? Thick Tomato, you on with your boy Chris. As you guys can see, I got the 2016 Honda Goldwing behind me. I need to install an accessory that I picked up for the Goldwing. Thought I'd just do it live today. Maybe answer some of your questions, read some of your comments, and take some of your phone calls. So what's going on, everybody? It's a cold one here today, y'all. It's probably in the mid 30s right now. It's cold. It's been snowing. It's been raining. It's been sleeting. Not a good day for riding, but a good day to install some accessories while I have the downtime. Because when it warm up, I plan on getting out there riding. So today, I'm out here doing it live in the Caliente garage. Just checking out some of your comments on this super chat. See, we got Thick Tomato is on. Brian Little. He says, hey, my bike is the same as yours. He loves the red. I appreciate that, Brian. I appreciate all of you guys for watching my videos, checking out the channel, staying tuned to your boy Chris. A lot of your responses have been overwhelming. Been getting a lot of phone calls on the ride off center stand as well. So I appreciate you guys. Brian Little says he's looking at trailers. All right. What type of trailer are you thinking about buying, Brian? What are you thinking about? Dick Tomato said he just recently bought himself a 89 Goldwing as a winter project. And Brian also asked what suggestions to look for when buying a used trailer. Several things that you need to look for when you're buying a trailer. You want to basically check underneath. You want to make sure you don't have any rust underneath the bottom. You want to check the seal around the lid. So when you close the trailer up, you want to make sure that you're not getting any water inside of that trailer. So it probably would be a good idea if you can, when you close the trailer lid, take a water hose and just spray the trailer down and just see how the water runs off on the trailer when you're checking it out. So look for any rust underneath. If you can, pull the wheels off. You want to check the wheel hubs. You want to check the bearings. Some trailers have the greasable bearings. Some trailers have the bearings where you have to pack. So you want to check those, spin the wheels and make sure that they're good. Look at the rubber on the tires. Look at the tongue, the connector, and see if you can get some history on the trailer. But when you're looking at the trailer, if you walk up and the tires are slick and the trailer is dirty and the wires are hanging off of it, you know, that may not be a good purchase. But if you're buying it from a private owner, just see if you can get some history from the trailer. Do a good look at the trailer. Check out the tires, the wheels, the undercarriage, and you want to check the seal around the trailer lid. So that's what I look for in a trailer if I was going to purchase a used trailer. That's a very good question, Brian. Dick Tomato is in Arkansas. Where y'all checking in from? Let me know what state, what city, what country you checking in from. Wayne Jones, he's from Kerrville, Texas. What's up, Wayne? Okay, Dick Tomato said Conway, Arkansas to be exact. Brian Little, he's in Indiana, Lawrenceburg, next to Cincinnati. Okay, I got some family up that way. One of the questions, have I ever ridden the GL 1500 before? Yes, I have. A friend of mine used to have a 1500. You guys probably, if you watch my videos a few years ago, I used to ride with a rider named Scandalous. Scandalous had a 1500, so I had the opportunity to ride his bike. It was an Aspencade, and it was a very good riding bike. I was actually impressed with it, and I knew another guy that had a 1500. He had a SE model, and man, that thing was soft. It was comfortable. It had the big saddlebags on it. One thing I liked about it is that it had its own toolkit. It came with the CB radio. It had good handlebar position, a big windshield. The fog lights on it came standard. I think the Honda Goldwing 1500 was one of the best Goldwings that they ever made, in my opinion. So, yes, I've had the opportunity to ride the 1500. Larry Hadley says, Happy New Year, Chris. I appreciate that, Larry. I appreciate that, man. Let me know where you're checking in from. Also, if you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, I'm going to be doing it live in the Caliente Garage. If you guys want to give me a call, I'm going to leave the phone line open, 901-468-9032. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, I'm just out here checking out some of your comments. I plan on installing one of the accessories that I picked up for my Honda Goldwing live here in the Caliente Garage. Just reading some of these comments. Dick Tomato said he also sing about 1 or 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes Go ahead. You on with Caliente? I'm live in the Caliente garage. Who we got?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Who is this?
Well, my name is Alejandra Valdez, but you can call me Alex.
Alex?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Alex?
Well, I'm very, very proud of you to ride around with the Goldwings. And I'm just trying to figure out how the hell you do that. You know, I work every day. You know, I got 2014 Veteran Cross Country Tour, and I'm trying to drive at San Martin. How you drive, man? I can't do it. I said, I'm get fit check by fit check. I said, oh, Lord, woo, I'm trying to go, but I can't.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Alex. You know, I work like everybody else. You know, a lot of people that watches my videos and they think that all I do is ride around and make videos and have fun. But I work just like everybody else. Believe it or not, I work probably somewhere around about 100 hours a week, believe it or not. So when I'm not working, I'm actually in the garage making videos, or I'm riding my bike. So believe it or not, I do work just like everybody else. So I know people think that all I do is ride around and make videos, and but that's not the case. You know, everything about motorcycling is expensive. Nothing is cheap about it. These accessories are you know, they're expensive. So just like everybody else, I go to work. You know, the Bible says if a man doesn't work, he don't eat. So I love to eat good, and I love to ride in style. So that's how I do it, and that's how I've been doing it for a lot of years. I've been working since I was 12 years old. And like I always tell guys, if you can't show anything, if you don't have anything to show for what, then why are you working? If you have nothing to show, then why are you going to work? So I hope that answered your question, Alex.
Yeah, I know, because I just got a flat tire in my tire. I got a nail in my tire, and I take it to a motorsport. They charge me $100 right there. They're like, whoa,
What kind of
$1,000? I can do this too much.
What kind of tires you running?
Say again.
What kind of tires are you running?
I'll be honest with you. I don't have no clue. I just got the motorcycle. I just ride. When I get chance, I'll have some fun when I get chance. But I like whatever, you know, whatever happened, it's happened. So it's I like it costs money. Be honest with you, it's fun, but it's not fun. It's like, wow, too much money here.
Right. Yeah.
So
nothing about motorcycling is cheap. So I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but everything about a motorcycle is expensive, and you're gonna always see some things you want to buy. You're gonna always see some accessories that you want to pick up. You're gonna always see some gear that you want to buy. New products is constantly coming out. Technology is constantly moving. So it's a never-ending battle. And just when you think that you got everything you need, they're gonna come out with something else, and you're gonna just keep spending money. So it happens. You know, I'm in the same boat just like everybody else.
Yeah, you're right. Cause I'm not right now. Looking for a trailer for my Victory Road Crossing Tour, and I just shop around. And I need to put my tools in there. I need to put my clothes in there and stuff like that. So when I go travel, you know, at least I got all my stuff in there.
Right. Alex, where are you calling from?
Well, I'm right here in Hampton, Georgia, Marietta, Georgia, Smyrna, Cat County, Conroe. Hope everybody know where I am.
Okay.
Drive.
How long you been watching my videos?
Woo! Well, soon I got the bike in 2014. I watched it. I got the bike in 2014. I need to ride with somebody. I watch you. I say, oh no, woo, I just do too much.
I hear you, Alex. Well,
I like, and I'm not only one. I'm not watching you. I'm watching other channel too. So everybody like, oh man, I'll see what's going on. Oh no, this is a second job right here.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's too much. So I'm just trying. I'm trying to do the best I can.
Okay.
To go, travel around. But I'm be honest with you. I'm still a rookie in the bike. To be honest with you.
You feel what now?
A rookie.
Oh, a rookie. Okay.
Yeah, a rookie. My bike. You can look at my mileage. It's not breaking in yet.
What year is your bike?
2014.
Okay.
And my mileage is like almost zero. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I had the 2014. I had the level 1, and I got rid of it and got the 2016 level 3.
You talking about Victory, right?
No, I had the 2014 Goldwing.
Oh, okay, Goldwing.
But you got the Victory. You got the Victory, correct?
Yeah, I got the Victory.
Okay, that's a good bike.
Yeah.
That's a good bike. Very good bike.
Yeah. This is my first bike, and like I told you, I'm rookie. I'm trying to learn it, and then I fell down, and I'll get up, and I'll do all kind of crazy stuff. But now I got to pat down. I'm ready to go. I said, okay, I got it now.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, Alex, I appreciate you calling. I'm going to give somebody else an opportunity to get on with your boy Chris, doing it live out here in the Caliente Garage. Just taking some of your questions and reading some of your comments. So I appreciate you, Alex. Thanks for calling, my brother.
Yes, sir. I just saw that phone number. I said, let me hit you up, call it. I said, you going to get busy, so let me hit you up.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you, Alex. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Bye.
You're on with your boy Caliente live in the Caliente Garage. Go ahead.
And it's hot. What's up, Chris? Happy New Year, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Who is this?
Man, this is Greg from Chicago, man, a.k.a. G-Money on that Goldwing 05. How you doing, brother?
Man, I appreciate you, Greg, from Chicago. How long you been watching my videos?
Oh, man, for years, man, and it's become expensive watching your videos, man. Every time I see you with something, I'm like, yep, I got to have that. But it's very educational, bro, and I'll be like, man, I need that. That's what's up.
Yeah, you say you got a 2005?
Yeah, I got 2005, man. I bought it like about 6 years ago, and he had 5,000 miles on it. Pretty much brand new, man. Still have nipples on the tire and everything. The guy said he just didn't have time to ride no more.
Wow.
I went out and saw it, man. My favorite color, gray. I matched it up with an Aston Cade trailer and everything, man. And dude, I've been riding for years, man, since I was probably 22, and I'm 61 now.
Wow, that's pretty good. What's the temperature now up in Chi-Town? It's about mid-30s here, so it got to be probably in the 20s where you are.
Man, don't even talk about it, man. It's going to be sub-zero tomorrow, man. It snowed last night, and I got it wrapped up, got the battery tender on it. It's been one for right now. I'm just waiting.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, we got snow here today as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we got some snow here today as well.
Oh man, dude, I've been with you for a minute, man. I've been in the Caliente hot tub, man, out there with Caliente wiring up lights and just everything, man. I love you, dog.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thanks, man. Thank you. I'm gonna have to get up your way.
You mentioned something about that Astrocade, man. That took me back because I actually started out on crotch rockets, man. I was riding like ninjas. Then I jumped from that to Yamahas, and my uncle wanted the sport bike feel, and I wanted to try that out, man. Everybody come, hey, you look like an old man riding that bike, man. I rode that Astrocade Chris, it was like a Cadillac, man. I'm leaning back, I'm kicking my feet up, I'm turning on music. And I was supposed to take it back like after a week, man. Mom supposed to see me for like about 3 weeks, man. I know what it's called. He got a motorcycle, he good.
Wow. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so after that, I was shook. I told my wife, I said, I'm getting me a wing. I'm definitely getting me a wing.
Right. You can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. Everybody need a little bit of wind therapy.
Absolutely. That's my therapist right there, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That is my therapist. Hey, I watched the video you did, man, with the ride-off kickstand, man, that center stand. You think they're going to come out with that for the first gen, or that's just for the second gen?
The ride-off kickstand, I think the 01, they have one for the 01 through, I think it's 2010. And they have one for the 2012 through 17. And also the 2018 plus. I'm not sure about the years prior to 01. I'm not even sure if the if that first gen center stand would fit on the 1500 models. I'm not sure, but I know from 01 to the present they do have the ride off center stands for those Goldwings.
Oh, okay. So what would I find at it?
I actually bought mine at Wing Stuff. I bought it at Wing Stuff. If you watch that video, I put it in the description. I will put it in the description of this video as well, where you can pick up the ride-off center stand for your Honda Goldwing. Man, and I love it. I love it.
Oh, I know, man. And I watch you, and I say, that's perfect, man, with the trailer, too. That just caught my eye right there, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've been using it for about 5 years, and, man, I mean, I love it. I love it. I mean, you know, I personally, I don't have any problems putting my Goldwing on the center stand, but I do have to exert a lot of energy doing it.
Yeah, you do.
It's not impossible, but, you know, it takes a little bit of muscle. With the ride-off center stand, smooth as butter, man. Just nice and easy.
I saw that when you did it, man, and I'm like, that's for me, because every now and then, you know, it depends on my mood and my angles, and I wrestle with it. I'll get my wife to push it from the front just to give me that little extra nudge to get it back, but that ride-off is what's happening, man.
And I love it. I love the ride-off, man. It's a must-have. I think most Goldwing owners would probably really like it. Excuse me, yeah.
Well, absolutely. I will, man. So, man, I hope to catch up with you out there on the road, man. I'll be kind of jealous of you sometimes. You be out there riding, man. I'm still freezing here in Chi-Town. But I'm just going to rejoice with you out there with that Goldwing, man, and keep getting this knowledge. And, man, I hope I can catch you out there on the road one of these days, brother.
Yeah, and since speaking of Chicago, I want to give a shout-out to my boy, JD. What's up, Jesse? Out there in Chi-Town. My boy JD out there. Yes, sir, with that Honda Goldwing. I think he got the 20. I think he has the 2010 Honda Goldwing. So what's up, JD, out there in Chi-Town?
All right, JD. Hope I catch up with JD there, too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we'll get out and do this thing, man. We'll keep two wheels on the ground. Chris, Happy New Year to you again, man. And the Queen, you know what I'm saying? And I hope I catch you at a roundup or wing ding or just out there, man. We ride, man.
Okay, we'll talk to you.
All right, thanks, Chris.
All right, bye. Go ahead, you're on with Caliente. I'm live in the Caliente garage.
Hey, how you doing, Chris? This is Carl Book. I'm calling from Hampton, Virginia. I met you at Wing Ding, I think it was 41 when we were at the Gaylord down in Nashville. Matter of fact, I'm actually on one of your videos. I think some of your uncut footage. I'm the guy that says I gets mad every time you don't make a video. So I don't know if you remember that or not. Hey, but quick question. I heard you mention this brother in some of your videos before. Just out of curiosity, I don't know if you keep in contact with him or not. But have you heard anything from Ray Maple?
No, I have.
And I was just wondering if he was, all right, or was still doing videos, because I, as well as yours, I used to enjoy a lot of his videos, and I didn't know if you had kept in contact with him or not.
No, I've never spoken to him. It was mostly just online. I know that he's out of New York. And the thing about these videos is that sometimes people will create videos and they'll stop doing it. I mean, it happens to a lot of people. They'll put out a few videos and you don't see them again. So, the thing about making videos is sometimes you hit the glass ceiling, and so it's hard to stay in the game. I mean, it's hard to stay in the game. You really have to have a strong passion for it, because most of the videos you're making, you're not being paid for it. You have to buy all the camera equipment, and then you have to take the time out of your busy schedule just to make the videos. So the first lady gets on me a whole lot. She always saying, when are you gonna do something constructive? So basically, this is a hobby for me, and I have a passion for it. Everybody is different. Sometimes people make a few videos and they'll stop, or they may not get the responses that they want, and they'll drop off. So my suggestion to anybody that gets into making videos, just stick with it. But everybody is not going to stay in the game. They'll put out a few videos and then you never see them again. So it happens. It happens a lot. It's not uncommon.
Right. Well, I tell you what, man, you keep doing what you're doing. You're definitely an asset to the Goldwing community. Hey, as far as the ride-off kickstand, am I correct? But that keeps your rear tire on the ground, right? So you lose that ability for your tire to spin freely, correct?
That's 100% correct. Basically, the ride-off kickstand just takes the budge out of the tire, and you still have contact with the ground or with the concrete when you're on your bike, if you put it on the center stand. But if you're looking to get the Goldwing off of the center stand, and so you can turn the rear wheel, I just use a 1-inch thick piece of plywood, and that's thick enough just to get it off of the ground where I can turn the wheel. That's the only downside to that center stand, is that when you want to air up your tire, you can't you can't lift the wheel off the ground to find the valve stem. So for me, I just take a 1-inch piece of plywood and place it under the center stand, and now I can rotate the wheel, and then I can air up my tire. But I was telling one gentleman this morning, if I had the opportunity to buy a Goldwing and it had the OEM center stand and it had the ride-off center stand, I would choose the ride-off center stand for me. Okay. In my personal opinion. But what works for me may not work for everybody, but I absolutely love it. I think it's a must-have.
One other question. I was the guy that you were talking about your Baker Air Wings, and your first lady said she couldn't really feel it. And I texted you one day, or put a comment down saying that, Chris, I think you got them angle wrong. Right. I'm not saying. Well, let me ask you something. Has she been on it since you got the angle correct on it?
Man, the first lady, she rarely gets on with me. She rarely gets on with me. So I can't tell you that she have or haven't. I think she has. Okay. I think she has been on with me since then, but she'll get on, and she don't have a care in the world, so if I even ask her about it, she won't remember.
Similar to mine. Hey, well, look, man, it was nice talking to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, you're definitely asset to the Goldwing community. A lot of things you do are very informative. I find myself going back looking at some of the older videos, especially if it's some instruction that I need on something, or what something should be taught down. I go back to a lot of those videos. Okay. So I haven't made up my mind whether I'm going to Wingding, but I do have on my calendar going to Bike Week down in Daytona in March. Is that something that you do from time to time?
It just depends on what I have going on. I don't have a solid plan to go to Daytona. It just depends on what I have going on at that time. Right. So, yeah. Okay, I won't take any more of your time. Like I said, it was nice talking to you, and Happy New Year. Okay. And be blessed. Okay, I appreciate it. You say call? Call, yeah. Okay. Look. And you calling from Virginia? Calling from Virginia. Matter of fact, you guys were riding down through the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, man. You guys are almost in my back. I'm calling from Hampton, Virginia, but that's Chesapeake is a hop, skip, and a jump from me. Okay.
And like I said, you guys were almost in my backyard. I said, man, I wish I had known them guys were coming through here, because I sure would have taken a ride on up there to the Eastern Shore with you guys up there in Ocean City. I would have loved to do that.
Stand by.
Of course, I've been several times.
Stand by. Stand by 1 sec. I got another call coming in. He's been trying to get through. Go ahead. You on with Caliente?
It's me again.
All right. Carl.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, we was right in your back door, man. I had no idea. But I'll save your number. And if I'm ever on that end, I'll definitely give you a shout.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I appreciate it, Carl. I'm going to take this other call to trying to get through.
Will do.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you that, Carl. Go ahead, you're on with Caliente.
Hey, what's going on with you, my brother? This Big Bo from California.
What's up, Bo?
Man, you know you my superhero, homie. You the Goldwing superhero, dog. Man. I just wanted to let you know that.
Man, it's good to hear from you, Bo, out there in California.
Hey, man, we've been getting some rain out here, but I've still been jumping on that Goldwing every chance I get, my brother. Every chance I get. I've been watching your videos, man. You're motivated. I got that ride off kickstand too. I just wanted to share that.
Okay.
With you and your people, that was something that I had got. I enjoy it. Me and my wife jump on it when it's time to go. I just put it in gear and ride on off into the sunset. So it was every penny I spent on it.
Man, that's good, Bo. That's good, man. How's that weather out in Cali right now?
Well, right now we got some sunshine.
Okay.
It's about maybe 46, 47 degrees. The last few days, it rained on us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We usually get the rain around December to like February is our rainy season.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, you know how Cali is. It'll rain a couple days and it'll be sunny and shiny like it didn't even rain.
Oh, okay. Good deal, man. Good deal. Hey, now you
yeah.
Were you born out there in California?
I was born in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
But I've been in California since I was a year old, so this is all I know. And I'm 55 years old now, so this is all I know is California, L.A.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we're going to play Name That Tune.
Okay.
And since you out there in California, I'm going to play a tune, and I want you to tell me the name of it. You ready?
I'm going to try my best.
You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, man, I don't know what that is.
That's out of California. You don't know what that is?
No, you got me on that one. There's some little beeping noise in the background, but I can hear the beat a little bit. What is that?
That's Pac.
One more time.
You want to hear it again?
No, tell me what it was again.
That's Tupac.
Oh, and you know what? I could hear it, but I couldn't really hear it real good to really tell you what it was. And for some reason, I was hearing this beeping sound in the background.
That's Against All Odds.
Against all odds. I got you, my brother. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I really tell you something. I really like that new intro that you got. It had me cracking up. And you can see this man in the background with the shield. And I swear to God, I said, that's Caliente right there, man. That's why I call you a superhero. That's where I got that from.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. But back to your center stand. Now, how long you said you had it on your bike? You just bought it, or you had it on there a while?
I bought the bike at the beginning of last year to go to a run that the Soul Brothers have out in Arizona.
Okay.
So when I bought it, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't spin the back tire to clean it and check for the air pressure.
Right.
Come to find out, I did my research, and it's a roll-off stand. So I was like, oh, okay. But it was kind of, how can I explain it? It was kind of like beat up a little bit. It didn't really, like you said, the little plastic piece was wore off on it. And I went on and I had bought a chrome one.
Okay.
So I took that black one off and put the chrome one on there, and yeah. I love it to death. So it actually came with it.
Okay.
I just wasn't satisfied with it because I wanted to sit on some chrome when it set up like that.
Right.
So what I did was I watched Caliente, and this brother showed me that you can put a piece of 1-inch wood up under that kickstand, and it jumped it right up where it gave me enough clearance under the back tire to be able to spin it around and find the air nozzle, the air part, and spin it around and clean them rims. Because for a minute, I was pushing it forward, laying down, pushing it forward, laying down. Oh, nah.
Right.
When I seen your video and I put that wood together up under there, man, I got up under that bike and cleaned everything up under there yesterday. I sure did.
Yeah. Like I said, Bo, I've been using that ride-off center stand for about 5 years on my 2016 Honda Goldwing, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much that I put it on the 21. The 21 really didn't need it, but it just makes it a lot easier. And like I said in the previous video, a lot of people that have the heavier Goldwing, they end up damaging their left grip, and as a result, since the heated grips and the seat is on the same circuit, when they damage that left grip, their seat stopped working, their grip stopped working, or it's not working properly. So the ride-off center stand, you don't have to exert all of that force to the left grip and cause that damage. So it prevents just from damaging the left grip. So I love that about it. I really do.
I'm gonna back you up on something you had on your video.
Okay.
One night, I forgot to come outside and put it up on the center stand. So I got my sandals on. I come outside with my little sandals on, my slides, and I put my feet on there, and it went up on that center stand, man, like I had on some combat boots. So then one night I tried it again. I said, damn, I forgot to put it on that center stand. I went out there with my socks on, and I put it up on that center stand just like that with my socks on, man. So when I seen you do that, I'm like, he ain't lying. You can get it up there with some tennis shoes on. You can get it up there barefooted. You can get it up there on some slides.
Yep.
You ain't even got to go out there and put on no boots to get it up on that center stand.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, man. It takes because you got some people that have bad knees. They have back issues. Everybody is not 100%. So I'll hear a lot of guys. Oh man, I don't need a ride-off center stand. I could put the Honda Goldwing on the center stand with no problem. And that may be true, but everybody may not be able to do it like that, right? Because some people don't have surgeries, they've been in accidents,
That's right.
Have, health issues for whatever the reasons may be, and women ride. Everybody may not have that strength. So the ride-off center stand just makes it so much easier.
The age plays a role also too, because the majority of mature men ride that Goldwing.
Right.
And like you said, they didn't have surgery. They got hernia issues, and they had surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, bad knees, they back bad. And what I really like about it is me and my old lady get on it and put it in gear and ride off into the sunset, man. It is so bomb. You don't have to worry about doing nothing. She can get on the bike on her own. She feels secure jumping on the bike when it's on the center stand.
Right. And
then I can get on it. Once I get on it and click it in gear, we gone.
Yep.
And that's one of the most awesome parts of it that I enjoy more than anything else is riding off on it and taking off. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and one of the things I didn't show, but I talked about it, was when you have your trailer connected to the Goldwing. The Goldwing is already a big heavy bike, and when you have a loaded trailer on the bike, it makes it even more heavier. So when you have the OEM center stand and you're trying to put the Honda Goldwing on the center stand with a loaded trailer, I mean, it's that's even more weight that you're dealing with the ride-off center stand. It even makes that easier. It's a benefit all the way around. Even when you're pulling a trailer, when you're not pulling a trailer, if you have a passenger on the Goldwing, and like you said, just riding off from the center stand, while you sitting up, because if you have a passenger, when your passenger gets on the bike may be sitting up on the center stand. So when you get on, you could just ride off, and you never have to lean the bike to the left side to pull it off of the kickstand.
Now I know you got a hat on your head, and I don't want your head to get too big to where you can't put that hat on. But I didn't care for that 21 at first. But once you put that Caliente seasoning on it, man, that bike looks amazing now, dog.
Yeah.
I knew that you was gonna light it up.
Yeah.
I knew that you wasn't finished with it when you first put that big ass cup holder on it. I knew that started a whole bunch of shit right there, a whole bunch of stuff right there. I knew it.
Yeah.
And now when I see you on it, I like it. I like it more now because it looks just like you.
Right.
If that make any sense.
Right.
It fits you to the T.
Yeah.
When you first got it, it was so butt naked. It had no seasoning, salt, no pepper, no nothing on it. It was just raw meat.
Right.
And took the meat into the kitchen and put that seasoning all on it, man. And it looks amazing, homie. It really does.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Bo. When I first bought it, not to be redundant, but I really had no plans to buy the new 21. I was actually going out to buy a used bike just to supplement taking miles off the 2016. And when I went to the dealership, I really didn't like it. And the dealership, they really didn't want me to leave. They was like, look, can we sell you a new Goldwing? I was like, nah, I don't want that. I'm good. And they said, well, we'll take it out, test ride it, and just see what you think. But anyway, I end up buying the 21 Honda Goldwing to supplement the miles on the 16. And since I bought it, like you said, I put the Caliente sauce on it. I put the Caliente seasoning on it, and brought it up to the level of the 2016. And man, it's really nice. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it better than I thought I would. So I'm impressed. I can see a lot of things that that bike needs, and I can see a lot of corners that Honda cut on that new Goldwing in comparison to the older Goldwing. I personally feel like the older Goldwing is better built, but the technology on the newer Goldwing is superior. So I love them both. They're great bikes. They both handle great, and I'm enjoying it.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Show you how much I've been watching your videos. Have you had any more problems with your battery after you put that tender on there?
No, I haven't had no problems since I changed the battery out. I went from the Yuasa, the OEM battery. I switched it over to the Duracell battery, and I haven't had no more issues ever since I switched the battery. So,
Okay, I got another question for you. I had asked you before you had just got it. How does it feel to pull a trailer in sport mode? What is the best mode for that 21 pulling the trailer that you feel?
To be honest, that sport mode is a beast. It's a beast. So, generally on a motorcycle, when you're riding down the interstate, you really don't want to be riding slow, because what happens, everybody on the interstate is riding fast. So if you're riding slow, they'll come up behind you, man, like you sitting still. So in order to prevent them from running up behind you like that, generally if I'm going to get on the interstate, I put it in sport mode. So if somebody does come up behind me riding real fast, I can give it some gas, and she takes off. So that sport mode is a beast. So to answer your question, sport mode to me is the best mode to ride in when you're pulling a trailer, if you're on a busy interstate. But if you're on some back roads, or you're not in you don't need a push, you can just put it in econ. It just depends on the type of riding you're going to be doing. But out on the interstates around here, I'm going to sport mode, because I don't want nobody riding up behind me, at 70 miles an hour, and it's like I'm sitting still. I want to be able to hit the gas, and I want it to go, even with the trailer. So the sport mode is a beast, even pulling the trailer.
So if you had to pick between the 16 and the 21 in that same position, car rolling up on you real fast, and you got to get on it, which one would you give it to?
The 21. The 21 got more. The 21 is faster. The 16 is a big, comfortable bike. It's not as fast as the 21, because the 21 is lighter. So, now the 16 will get up and go. The 21 is faster, excuse me, especially the DCT. So if you're riding along and somebody come up behind you real fast, I mean, you can just tap the downshift with your finger and give it gas at the same time. She gonna take off. She'll probably lift up off the ground, but I gotta give it to the 21. It's a lot faster. The 16 is slower, but it's more comfortable.
I feel you.
So
it looks
so
like
for me,
it's a little bit more comfortable than the 21. And I figured the 21 had a little bit more get up and go. Now, I have one more question for you because I know some other people are trying to holler at you too.
Okay.
Now you went from shifting to an automatic.
Right.
Now, when you on the 21, do you ever feel like you need to shift? Due to the fact of you riding a shifter all these years now, you then jumped on this 21, and do you ever catch yourself reaching for the clutch? Or do you ever catch your left foot reaching to change gears?
No. Now it was a couple of times pulling off from sitting still. I went to reach for the clutch and I'm like, wait a minute, there's no clutch because it's automatic, So I have pulling off a couple times, but it's not often. I mean, it's just
okay.
Because my natural instinct is to grab the clutch.
It take you long to adjust from one to the other.
No. And the thing I like about the DCT is that, let's say you're in 7-speed because the DCT is 7-speed, which makes the bike run at a lower RPM. So let's say you're running 75 and you coming into a curve hot and you need to slow it down. So with the DCT, even though you're in automatic, so if you're in 7 and let's say you want to bump it down to 4th gear, you just tap the thumb button 3 times, tap, and then the engine it'll backshift 3, it'll downshift 3 gears real smooth. So, it's faster changing gears, it's faster downshifting gears if you do it manually. If you do it automatic, it'll downshift itself. It's a little bit slower. But the thing I like about the DCT, even though you're an automatic, if you need to if it's not downshifting fast enough for you, you can just tap the thumb button and it'll downshift instantly. Or you can tap the up button and it'll upshift instantly, even though it's in automatic. So
right, you still have the option of shifting it when you want to.
Right, you still have the option to shift it when you want to. So there are 2 different bikes. They both have 2 different characteristics. I personally feel like the 2016 is better built than the 21, in my opinion. I feel like it's more solid. I feel like Honda cut some corners on the 21. I think they knock it out the park on the technology. So the 21.
Yeah, because I seen you change the oil on that thing, man, and you had to go through all kind of, instead of one bolt to take loose and then unscrew the oil filter, you had 2 bolts to take loose, and it seemed like, I don't understand what was all that extra for. I'm sure it was a good legitimate reason why they did it that way. But I seen what you went through just changing the oil on that bike compared to changing the oil on the 16.
Right. Well, the thing about the Honda Goldwing, it's a wet clutch. So that means that the oil that lubricates the engine lubricate the clutch plates or transmission. And on the DCT, you have the transmission filter and you have 3 drain plugs. I guess just the way the engine is designed. So it's going to take a little bit more to change the oil on the DCT, more messier. You're going to probably get oil everywhere in comparison to just a regular 1 drain bolt with 1 filter. But again, it depends on what you like. The DCT requires more because it's you got a lot more going on. So you just have to get out there and do it, man.
Well, let me ask you this: have a Harley pulled up on you yet on that new 21?
Have a Harley pulled up on me yet?
Yeah, you know what I'm asking you. You know exactly what I'm asking you. Have a Harley pulled up on you yet?
Well, most of the time when I'm driving, Bo, I'm cruising. I'm not running hard.
Right.
I got my trailer. I'm not in a big hurry.
Exactly.
But it's been a couple of times where I had to show them, I had to show them about this Honda
That's
Power.
what I was waiting to hear.
I was actually on the interstate one day in a crotch rocket. He come up on me running hard. I mean, he had it open. And I kicked it in the sport mode, and I let him know, what I was working with. So,
There you go.
The new Goldwing is no joke. I mean, it's fast. I personally feel like they could have done a little bit more, like put a belly pan on it. I mean, a $30,000 bike with no belly pan, and you're talking about, the bottom of the engine uncovered. I think all motorcycle manufacturers should
have a belly pan.
It should put some type of cover on the bottom, because if you hit something in the road, I saw something online the other day. I guess a guy hit a chain, and it kicked up and tore up the bottom of his engine. And so, my first thought was, why did Honda not put a belly pan on the bottom of the bike?
And like you always complain about in your videos, they never put anything showing you what the battery and the alternator is doing. That's one of your videos.
Right.
After the big cut, you also drilled a hole and put in that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you said, all that money, you ain't gonna give me a belly pan to let me know what my alternator and battery is doing. Come on, man.
Right, exactly. I mean, you're talking about a $30,000 bike, and that requires a lot of power. So why do you not have a battery voltage gauge on it? I mean,
exactly.
Every touring motorcycle manufacturer that I know put a battery voltage gauge on their bikes. BMW put it on their bike.
That's right.
Indian put it on their bikes. BMW put it on their bikes. Harley,
them HDs have them on there too. I got Club Brothers with theirs on there.
Harley's put it on their bikes, just to name a few. So why would Honda not put a battery voltage gauge on a bike that has an alternator? Not a stator, but an alternator.
For years, they just refused to do it for years.
Right. So it's little things like that I personally feel like, a Honda Goldwing is a flagship motorcycle. A USB charger or a cigarette charger should be standard. That shouldn't be an additional fee to put that on the bike. I mean, even if you add that into the price, that should be already on the bike. A belly pan should be on the bike. Passenger armrest.
You got that beautiful touch screen. I don't understand why you just can't touch the screen and it'll tell you what the battery and the alternator is doing. I don't understand that for the life of me.
That's another thing. The screen. Well, it's not a touch screen, Bo. It's actually it's just a regular LCD screen.
Okay.
So it's not a touch screen. They put a touch screen on the BMW. They put a touch screen on the Indian. They put a touch screen on the Harley. Why would they not put a touchscreen on? They even put a touchscreen on the Honda Africa Twin, and it's not even a Honda flagship bike.
I really thought it was a touchscreen on there.
No, it's not a touchscreen. So it's things like that I feel that Honda could have done better. I mean, when you're charging top dollar for a motorcycle, all of that should be standard. Touchscreen should be standard. Foot warmers should be standard. Wind deflectors should be standard. Hello, somebody.
I feel you. I feel you.
Passenger armrest should be standard. I mean, what are those little things that they call passenger armrests on the new Goldwing? What is that all about? So, I mean, it's things. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. That's the thing about my channel. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I like the bike. Don't get me wrong. I have no regrets about buying the bike, but I can see where Honda cut some corners, even on the engine guards. So if you tip the bike over, you got the little plastic covers. What is that all about? So, they actually, to me, they went backwards in one way. On the technology, they went forward, but on things that should be standard on the bike, they went the other direction. It should come with a USB port, at least one USB port. At least one. At least one. I mean, in today's time where people have cell phones and they have devices. I mean, you should have one USB. You should have one USB port, and I'm not talking about the USB port that's in the glove box for the phone, because that's for being able to access the Apple CarPlay. You got to have a headset plug, connected to the bike, and then you have to have the phone plugged into the bike in order to get the Apple CarPlay to work. So certain things should just be standard on a motorcycle when you're spending that type of money, in my opinion. And
I agree.
So
I totally.
But at the end of the day, I'm glad I bought the bike. I'm glad I made the decision. I have no regrets about the bike. I'm happy with the performance. I'm impressed with the technology. I can see a few areas that need some improvement or some corrections, but overall, I'm satisfied with the new Honda Goldwing.
Well, I'm so happy to hear it.
Okay.
After you put your little flavor on it, man, it looks amazing, homie. It
Okay.
really does. It looks amazing.
I can't wait for it to warm up, man, because I'm going to be out on the Goldwing.
I'm hoping I get a chance to make it up there and see you in Shreveport for a wing game, man.
I'll definitely get
really
with
do.
you. I'll definitely get with you, man. I'll definitely get you.
I know you're gonna take I know you're taking the 21.
Man, I don't know. I still love both bikes, Bo. I still love my 2016. It's a big, comfortable bike, man.
I'm gonna tell you why I think you would take the 21, because it ain't been videoed yet at a Goldwing. The 16 been around for a minute, so she didn't see some action at Wing Beam. But that 21, I'm betting you're gonna ride that 21 because it ain't seen no parts of a Wing Beam yet.
It hadn't seen no parts of it. That's a very good point, Bo. What do you guys think? Would you like to see me ride the 2016 to Wingding, or would you like to see me ride the 21 to Wingding? And which bike do you think I like better? Do you think I like the 21 better, or do you think I like the 2016 better? What is your thought? Be sure to put it down in the comment section below. You're on with your boy Chris. We're live in the Caliente Garage. I'm going to be going to the phone line here in a moment. We're going to be taking another call. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, the phone line is open, 901-468-9032.
Well, Chris, you have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful New Year's, man. And like I said, I'm going to say it again. You are my Goldwing superhero, my brother. And they ain't nothing but love. So whenever you get a chance to come to Cali, man, please look me up, my brother. Look me up.
Okay. Let me respond to, I'm just reading a comment. Michael Madison says, Honda feel they're reliable enough to not have a battery voltage meter. LOL. Now think about that. Let's just play with that comment a little bit. Honda feels that they're reliable enough to not have a battery voltage gauge on their motorcycle. Let me ask a question, Bo.
Yes.
Do you have an alternator on your automobile?
Yes, I do.
Is there a battery voltage gauge on the automobile?
Yes, it is.
And we know
right next to the temperature gauge.
Right next to the temperature gauge. So it doesn't matter how reliable, it doesn't matter how reliable the motorcycle is. You still need a battery voltage gauge, even in an airplane.
Well, let me ask you this on that comment. Why do my Honda Goldwing have a meter letting me know about the temperature?
Exactly. Why? If the bike is so reliable, you don't need a battery. You don't need a temperature gauge. You don't need tire pressure monitoring. You don't need a check engine light. You don't need any of that if the bike is that reliable. But it's not about how reliable the bike is. You just need those things as an indication to let you know if a problem does arise. It's just like an airplane pilot. If he's flying and he loses power or his engine shuts off, he's going to get an indication on his instrument panel that he's losing power or something is shut off. I mean, some people may think the bike doesn't need it, but if you have an alternator on the bike and the alternator job is to put out 14.4 volts to charge the battery, then you need a battery indicator to let you know that the alternator is doing its job. Also,
the indicator let you know when the alternator is going bad if it's not putting out that 14.4 volts.
Exactly.
You might be able to get to a location and get it fixed before it go all the way out on you.
Right.
And the same thing with the battery.
Right.
Like, all my club brothers got stupid music on their bike. Stupid music.
Right.
So you got this indicator while your music is bumping and your bike is off. It's going to let you know, hey, dummy, you might want to start me up.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Or you want to cut it off before you get below a certain point.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
So,
or cut it. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a whole bunch of reasons why we need that.
Right. Right. You know, I wouldn't buy a car if it didn't have a battery voltage gauge on it. I personally wouldn't, because it just would. I mean, you need to know if your alternator is charging. So it's things like that. I'm not going to go on about it, but it's things like that to me personally, as a person that work on bikes, as a person that fixes bikes. A battery voltage gauge should be standard. I mean, that's like buying a car with no seatbelts, or it's like buying a car with no trunk, or a car with no doors. Certain things should be on it. You know, so that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Honda Goldwings should have a battery voltage gauge on it, even though the bike may be bulletproof, even though the bike may be reliable? Do you think that the bike needs a battery voltage gauge? In my opinion, I think Honda need to install a battery voltage gauge. And one last thing, and one last point. If it's not important, then why did HD put it on their bikes? Why did BMW put it on their bike? Why did Indian put it on their bike? Why is it on the Royal Star Transcontinental? If the voltage gauge is not needed, then why do the other manufacturers put it on their bikes? So that's just food for thought. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comment section below. Let me know where you checking in from. I'm sitting here reading your comments. I'm live in the Caliente Garage. Let me know what city you're checking in from, what state you're checking in from, or what country you're checking in from. The phone line is open as we speak. 901-468-9032 if you want to get on with your boy Chris.
Hey, Chris, let me ask you this. Is it going to be as hard to change the air filter on that 2021 as it is to change on the 16?
Oh, my God. I think it's worse. I think it's worse. I may take my bike to the dealership and let them change my air filter. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
To the dealership, but I'm knowing before it's all over with, you're going to end up opening that thing up, taking that air filter out yourself. They're going to tell you the wait time, and you ain't going to appreciate that wait time, and you're going to go head on and break it down yourself.
Yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm going to do it myself, but it's not something that I'm looking forward to doing, because it's like Honda took an air filter, threw it on the ground, and built the bike around it. I mean, that's right. I mean, you got to pull a lot of pedals off just to get to it. So
I thought that would have been something they would have made a little bit more easier from the first generation. That they would have made it a little bit easier for you to get to the air filter in the newer generation, because they knew that was a major problem.
Yeah,
but I'm sure that was one of their money makers too at the same time.
Exactly, they cut corners, just like on the 21. You do not have a antifreeze reservoir, so on your
is that right?
You do not have an antifreeze reservoir. Now you could take the panels off to get to the radiator cap, which is located on the right, the front right behind the panel. But there is no reservoir on the side of the bike like your 16. I mean, like the previous generation Goldwing, to even pour in engine coolant. So a lot of people may not know that, but there's no reservoir for it. They
look at that there.
So, like I said, I can see some things that they cut corners, even on the bike, to where there's nowhere to mount a belly pan. At least on the previous generation Goldwing, you have side bolts that'll let you mount a belly pan. On the new Goldwing, you're pretty much going to have to pull bolts out of the engine just to mount a belly pan. So it's, I can see some areas that they cut corners. It's a beautiful bike though. It's fast. I enjoy it, but I can see some things that would need improvement in my personal opinion. But we're not going to get into that in this video.
It sounds like Honda was setting you up not to get a belly pan, so if something jump up and bite you on the road, you got to come back and spend money with them.
You said it, I did.
That's what it sounds.
I said it.
I said it. That's what it sounds like to me. They know that stuff jumps up and bites you off the road.
Right.
They know this.
Well, most people.
So why would you leave all that wide open to get bit on a touring bike?
Well, because the average person is not going to be paying that any attention. You're mesmerized by the color of the bike, the paint, the glitter, the glamour, the lights. You're not thinking about the underneath. But if you hit something on the interstate, it could tear up the bottom of the bike. So that's one of the things.
Yeah, then you're gonna see all that beautiful glamour you just talked about on the tow truck.
Right. That's why
it's gonna look beautiful on a tow truck.
I'm gonna be replacing the belly pan on my 2016. I have a belly pan that I picked up. I'm gonna be replacing the original belly pan that I put on my 2016. I have the MacGyver belly pan. It's made of a diamond plate. I'm gonna be going with this show chrome belly pan, and I may do it just live in this Caliente Garage doing this stream, and change it out with this show chrome belly pan for my 2016 Honda Goldwings.
We're speaking of belly pan. Is it good to have a belly pan that has the louvers in it to get air, or is it good to get the solid belly pan? What is the best belly pan to get? I have one, but the one I have got louvers on it.
Yeah.
But it did come with the front piece, so you can see the oil filter. The rest of it is covered up, but I don't know what happened to the front piece.
Yeah.
So I need to invest and get me a whole new belly pan, and I've been looking at wing stuff. So I'm curious about which one should I get.
Okay.
The solid one or the one with the louvers in it?
Okay, now this is the belly pan that I have, and I have an existing MacGyver belly pan on my 2016, but I'm gonna be installing this belly pan by Show Chrome. It has a place for the rubber hoses that come out of the Goldwing, and also you got some little air vents on the side. Now, you do have an access panel. You have an access panel, and it's gonna fit like this, so that way you can take off the access panel to access the oil filter and the drain plug. So to answer your original question, if you can find a belly pan that has some louvers in it or some vent holes, that probably be a little bit better. That way you can get some airflow to the bottom of the bike and still offer protection to the underside of the engine.
Okay.
So if you guys stay tuned to the video, if you want me to, I'll install this belly pan on my 2016 live here in the Caliente Garage doing this live stream.
Wait, you got my vote on that, because I love seeing you in that garage working on that bike, man. I really do.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And it helps a lot of us, because believe it or not, I then went to your video, ordered stuff, looked at your video again, and put it on my bike myself. Now, I'm not good with the wires, but when you showed me that little piece that's by the fuse box, and you can plug stuff straight in there and it'll run off the key. Oh, man. Yep. Oh, yeah. That's going to be my next move right there.
And
but everything else, when you got to turn a bolt or a screw, I'll look at your videos. I'll order it. When it comes, I'll look at the video again. I even take the video out to the bike, and I sit there and go play by play, because the way you explain everything and break everything down, we need that. And I done told you that before. We need that. All the haters, let them keep hating. You keep doing what you're doing, man, because you make a way for all of us to be able to work on our bikes at home and save us some money.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And if my videos that I put up help at least one person, I feel like my mission is accomplished, because that's what it's all about. I've taken so much from YouTube, and so I try to give back with my videos by showing you guys how to work on your motorcycles. So if you guys enjoy my videos, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click that like button, and just kind of let me know that you appreciate the things I'm doing, because this is a hobby for me. And it takes a lot of time for me to make these videos, but I don't mind doing it. I don't mind showing you guys how to work on your Goldwings to save you some money and just to make you feel better about your your motorcycle, because in this day and time, with this COVID going on, you know, things are busy. Jobs have lost employees. People are going out of business. So a lot of things you're going to have to learn how to do yourself, you know.
That's right.
So if it's not working on your bike, it's, you know, it's doing work on your house, or it's working on, you know, things that you own. So buy some tools and just learn how to work on this stuff yourself. And if you can watch my video and get something out of it, if I can help you guys, I'll help you the best way I can. So I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you, my brother.
All right,
I'm going
Bo.
to get off this. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
And I appreciate everything you do. And I'll be looking for that video on that belly pan.
Okay, Bo.
But, you keep doing your thing, my superhero. And I'll talk back to you.
Okay, thanks, Bo. I appreciate it.
One love.
All right, bro. And that was Bo calling from California. I appreciate Bo. If you guys are watching the live stream, I'm live in the Caliente Garage. If you guys are just tuning in, let me know where you checking in from, what city, what state, what country you're watching from. The phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. If you got any questions for your boy Chris, or if you just want to get on and let me know what you think about the channel, let me know what you think about the videos, or if you have anything you would like to say, the phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. If you want to get on with your boy Chris. So I'm going to sit back and just read some of these comments, see what you guys are saying. Brian Little said, keep it up. He also said, what about your 21 belly pan? Brian, I do not have a belly pan on the 21 at this time. I'm sure at some point I'm going to install one on that bike at some point. Right now, I do not have one on the 21, but I will be replacing the MacGyver belly pan that I have on this 2016. I will be replacing it with the Show Chrome belly pan. And we're going to take it right to the phone line. We're doing it live in the Caliente Garage. You on with Caliente? Who we got?
You got Brian from Indiana.
You said Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
What's going on, Brian from Indiana?
How you doing, man? I love your videos.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. How long you been watching me?
I just bought a Goldwing. I've always had a bike since I've been 16. I'm pushing 60 right now, but this is my first Goldwing. Bought a 21 Goldwing. Loving it.
Okay, good
and
deal.
Your videos has helped me a ton with it.
You got the DCT or you have the manual?
I got the DCT.
My man.
You know, I had a hard time finding that thing. I live in Indiana, and I had to fly to North Carolina to get the one that I wanted, that red.
Okay.
I could find the black, but I could not find that red. So I went to North Carolina to get it and rode it home.
Okay. Yeah. How many miles you got on it now?
Right at 3,000 miles.
3,000 miles. It's almost time for that first oil change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it.
You've already changed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure did.
You did it yourself, or did you take it to the dealer?
Yeah, I did it myself, thanks to you.
Okay. So you watched my video on the oil change on your.
Oh yeah.
Man, I appreciate it. That's what it's all about for me.
Yeah, I just purchased me from Harbor Freight a lift.
Okay.
And then it's a pedal one, and then I bought the air jack to exchange it. I got to put it all together, but I'm hoping to get that all put together too. I had to make it a little easier on my old ass.
Yeah. What do you think about that ride off center stand video?
I was listening to you guys on that. That's awesome. You know, I thought, man, that would kill you checking your pressure, your air pressure, and cleaning your wheels, and then you guys got talking about that piece of board. I never even gave that a thought.
Right, I forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention that in the first video. Well, actually, you know, I did several takes because that video was actually pre-recorded, and in the first take I mentioned it, And the final take, I did not mention it. And when I played the video back, I realized that I left it out. So as a result, I came back with the second follow-up video and just showed you guys how you could place some wood.
Yeah, now,
under that
I
center
never even
stand.
gave that thought. So I just now was watching your chat, talking to that, I don't know who it was, but he was talking to a guy, and he said that 1-inch board. And I said, well, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, I demonstrated that in the video, just showing you guys that you can still get that rear wheel off the ground. The 1-inch board works perfect for me. I've tried 2 inches, and it's pretty much impossible for me. So 1 inch is perfect is a perfect size board to slide up under the center stand. And so now I have it on the 21.
Do you suggest like a 2x4 or possibly a 1x, a little wider, so it would slide a little bit?
A 2x4 is too thick.
Too
Yeah,
tall.
1 inch, maybe 1.5 at the most.
Okay.
And you wanted maybe a 1x6 would be pretty good. And you just want to make sure that the feet will lay flat on the 1x, and it'll bring that rear end right off the ground. But probably an 1.5 inches. I probably wouldn't go no higher than that, and that's really pretty much probably pushing it. But 2 inches, that's too much. The center stand is not going to be able to clear it, and it's gonna be real hard trying to get it over onto the center stand. So 1 inch to 1.5 inches at the most.
Okay, great.
Uh-huh.
That's great. That's great news. I mean, I was thinking, I wouldn't want one, but now, you talk like that, that's awesome. Especially I'm looking in that trailer. Get me a trailer, and that would be awesome just to take off.
Yeah. What part of Indiana are you located in? What are you near?
Lawrenceburg.
What is that?
I'm right on Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana border.
Oh, okay. So you close to what? Is that 70?
275.
275? Okay.
275, take me right to Cincinnati or Kentucky.
Yeah, I've been through there. I've been down in Cincinnati there.
Man, you get this way, you have to give me a holler. We go riding, always looking for riders.
Man, I'll probably be up there later this year. Once it warm up, this Goldwing gonna be in the wind.
Yeah, it's 22 degrees here right now.
22 degrees? Okay.
It was beautiful yesterday. It was 66 degrees yesterday.
Okay.
But it was raining, rain bringing in the cold weather.
Right.
I've done got my bike winterized, got it plugged in, done got non-ethanol gas in it, filled up to the brim.
Yep. That's some good stuff.
Yep.
Is it hard to find up there where you are, the non-ethanol?
There's two filling stations that has them, but you pay top dollar for it.
Yeah, they probably charge as much as premium for non-ethanol.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I appreciate great hearing from you.
Okay, Brian, I appreciate it.
On if I ever run into anything, can I shoot you a text and maybe you could give me some pointers?
Yes, sir. My phone line is always open. I have a public number. That number is 901-468-9032. Any of my viewers can call me at any time. My phone line is always open. So
awesome.
You can always text me if you need to text me, or you can call me. If I'm not busy, I'll get back with you as soon as I can. But you can always reach out to me.
I got one more question. I'll let you get to another caller.
Okay.
I bought a cheap, before rookie, bought a Sena 10, I think it's a 10S,
okay.
The cheaper model.
Yeah, okay.
And my girlfriend rides with me, so I bought the dual. Well, the speakers are crap. I like to listen to my music.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. You can't even turn it up hardly without distorting it. So I've been looking at the new Sena 50Ss.
Right.
And everything I'm looking at, they have the Sena 50S, and then they'll have the one under it that might be a little bit cheaper.
The 30.
But it says Sena 50S 01D. What's it, 01D?
I'm not sure. That may be a dual kit.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
What's the price on it?
$475.
Yeah.
For dual kit.
Yeah, that's a dual kit. That's what the D stands for.
Yeah.
But I like my Sena 50. My as far as headsets, depend on what your group is riding with. If they're riding with Senas, get a Sena. If they're riding with Cardos, get a Cardo. So, when you start mixing and matching, if the group has Sena and you have a Cardo, it could be an issue. If the group has Cardo and you have a Sena, it could be an issue. So get what the group has. If they're riding with Sena, get a Sena. If they're riding with Cardo, get a Cardo. For me personally, I have both.
I heard the Cardo, pardon me, but I heard the Cardo hooking it up to the Goldwing, through Apple iPlay or Android, either way you do it. If once you hook it up, you're hooked up, but then it tends to lose you to where Sena will stay hooked up to your bike. Is there any truth in that?
I've had them both to disconnect, but you can always go in to the settings and just turn it on if it loses its connection. But just make sure when you pair it to the new Goldwing, you pair it in phone mode. You're gonna have to pair it in phone mode. So I have lost connections with the Cardo, but I have lost it with the Sena as well. I really like the Sena, because to me it has a lot of more features. But the Cardo is no joke either, so you can't go wrong with either one.
I see where they're coming out with that new Sena C50C. It's got the camera on it. I guess they upgraded the camera.
Oh, okay.
Blah, blah. But I'm sure you probably got a good camera on all the journeys you do. GoPro, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm still rocking my GoPro 4s. They're going to always come up with cameras every year. So as long as I can get 1920 by 1080p, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate you talking. I'll keep watching your videos. You get towards Cincinnati, towards your family or something, give me a holler, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate it, Brian. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
All right. You're on with your boy, Chris. If you're just checking in, we're live in the Caliente Garage. The phone line is open, 901-468. 901-468-9032 if you want to get on with your boy, Chris. I'm going to sit back and read some of your comments and hoping here in a moment I'm going to install this belly pan. I'm going to replace the older belly pan that I have on my 2016. I'm just going to replace it with this show chrome belly pan that I picked up. I may even do it right here live in the Caliente Garage and change out that MacGyver belly pan. So I'm just sitting back reading some of your comments. It's a cold day. It's been snowing. It's been raining. Not a good day to be out on the Goldwing. So I figure I'll get out in the Caliente Garage and do a little bit of work on the Goldwing. That's the thing about it. In the off season, when the weather is not conducive to riding, that's the best time to work on your bike. That's the best time to get all your maintenance done, get your spark plugs changed, get your air filter changed. If you guys do not know how to do that kind of stuff, you can check out my YouTube library and just Google Caliente air filter change, Caliente spark plugs change, oil changes, final drive oil, brakes, all for free. You can check it out on my channel. I put out over 1,200 videos. Correction, I put out over 1,200 YouTube videos, and they're all free, and hopefully you guys can get something out of them. So I'm doing it live in the Caliente Garage, which I don't do that often. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, the phone line is open. In the meanwhile, I'm going to read some of your comments before I install this show chrome belly pan on my 2016 Honda Goldwing. So Brian K is on. He's saying go with Cardo if you want good speakers. Brian, I have to disagree with you. I'm gonna say the Sena speakers are better. They sound better. The Sena is actually louder. The speakers sound much better than the Cardo. Now the Cardo don't sound bad. Don't get me wrong, but the Sena sounds better. So one may have some features that the other one does not, and so on. So it just depends on what you like. For me, I think that the Sena speakers sound better than the Cardo, and the Sena is louder than the Cardo. The Cardo has better noise cancellation than the Sena. So they both have some features that the other one does not. Brian also says keep it up. And I'm just checking out some of your comments. David said, hey, Chris, I sent you a video about the 2022 Honda Goldwing. What do you think about those bikes? Well, David, the 22 is the same thing as the 21. The only difference is the paint job. So I really like my 21. I think the bike is technologically advanced. So I absolutely like it. I love the DCT. So when you're talking in terms of the 22, you're speaking in terms of the 21. Same bike, just different colors. What do you guys think about that blue 2022 Honda Goldwing that they came out with? Put it down in the comment section below. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know what city, what state, what country you're watching from. Larry says, yes, I agree. The Goldwing should have a temperature and voltage gauge. He's from Alberta, Canada. He says it's 37. Woo, Larry. It's 37 in Alberta, Canada. I appreciate you watching, Larry. Thanks for watching my videos in Canada. Michael Madison, he's checking in from North Jersey, New York area. He said, love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Jonathan Britton said, for the long haul, those 1,000-mile days, the 21 will not compare to the 2016. I like the 21, but it's just not as comfortable. Jonathan, I've been on the 21 Honda Goldwing. I've ridden it from sun up to sundown. The most I've done in a 1-day trip is 800 miles on the 21. So it is doable. The 2016 is more comfortable. I must admit, but you can still do a long day's ride on the 2021 or the newer Goldwing as well. Charlie Brown, what's up, Godfather? He said, I have a 2015 F6B and a 2018, but I love my DCT. It is the smoothest and the fastest of both of them. I agree, Charlie Brown. The newer Goldwing is a lot faster than the older Goldwing. The older Goldwing is just more comfortable. Michael Madison, he says, I totally agree. That's why it's such a joke not to have these things standard on these wings. Brian Smith, correction, Stan Smith said, bring the 21. You love the 16. He said, bring the 21. I love the 16. I love them both, Brian. Okay, now Michael Madison said, we know you love that 16, that sweet 16 better. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I like the 21 better, or do you think I like the 16 better? I'm going to reveal that at some point. I'm going to let you guys know. But what do you guys think? Put that down in the comment section below. I'm just checking out your comments here on the super chat. Stan Smith says, appreciate it. He also says, speak on Wingding, any information. The only information I have on Wingding is that it's going to be in Shreveport, Louisiana. That's all the information I have. And I think it's going to be around the end of 4th of July week. I think Wingding is going to be at the end of 4th of July week. Go ahead, you're on with Caliente. We're live in the Caliente Garage.
What's going on, my brother?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing, man?
Man, you got it. You got it. Tell everybody who's on the line.
Oh, man, this is Composure.
Composure.
One of the proud members of the Caliente Goldwing Riders.
Composure. One of my main members of the Caliente Riders. What's going on, Composure?
What's going on, man? I don't know how in the world you all doing Caliente Live with all this ice coming down, man.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. It's been snowing, it's been raining, it's cold, the wind is blowing, and it's not a good day to be out on a Goldwing for sure. So I just thought I'd do something a little bit different and come out here to the Caliente Garage and just talk to some of my viewers and subscribers.
That's it, Chris. That's it. I called it, man. Do they make a belly pan for these new Goldwings yet? They make a belly pan for those yet? Have you checked?
I haven't checked, but I've heard that they make belly pan for the new Goldwing. I haven't looked into it. I haven't checked it out. I heard that I think Triaxon, Mac McAllister made a belly pan for the new Goldwing. I haven't checked it out. I haven't looked into it. But I do know they make it for the previous generation Goldwing. I don't think they make it for the newer Goldwing, other than Mac McAllister.
Gotcha, Chris. And for the 2016, if I'm not correct, that just helps protect the oil pan from bottoming out and then causing any damage, or just the undercarriage in general?
The motor in general, just the bottom of the motor.
Gotcha.
You know, as you know, you pay $30,000 for a motorcycle, but it's naked underneath. There's nothing under the bottom to protect from anything flying up hitting the engine. And you know, I think I'm not sure if the engine casing is aluminum or what, but I mean, or steel. I think it's aluminum. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, I saw something online where a guy hit a chain and it flew up and hit the bottom of his Goldwing, his new Goldwing. He was actually on his way to trade his new Goldwing. I think he had a 2018.
Okay.
And I think he was on his way to trade it for the new 22. And before he got there, he hit a chain on the interstate. It kicked up and tore up the bottom of his bike. And he had oil all in the road. So it tore his bike up.
Busted his oil pan, so it definitely shattered his oil pan.
Yeah.
Man.
So I don't, you know, for the life of me, I don't know why the new Honda Goldwing did not come with a belly pan already mounted on the bottom. You know,
right.
You know, that's like buying a car that doesn't have any doors on it, or it doesn't have windshield wipers, or it doesn't have, you know, it doesn't have a hood. I mean, certain things should be standard when you spending that kind of money, and for the price of these bikes, you know, you could buy a car. So when you're spending that kind of money on a bike, certain things you shouldn't have to go back and purchase. You shouldn't have to go back and purchase a USB port. You shouldn't have to go back and purchase a voltage gauge. You shouldn't have to purchase passenger armrest. Okay? You shouldn't have to purchase a belly pan. You shouldn't have to, you know, so certain things, excuse me, certain things should be standard on the Honda Goldwing, in my opinion.
You know, you and I have had many conversations in that regard.
Yep.
You already know how I feel about that. And again, like you say, we're buying two cars on two wheels basically for the amount of money we spend.
Yep.
And anybody that owns a Goldwing, your Harley touring, we off the rip, we already probably have anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 worth of accessories. We know once we buy it, we've got to put back in the bike to really make it our own and to protect what we've invested in.
That's right. That's right. Honda, if you're watching this video, if you would like my opinion on some things that I feel that the bike needs to make it better, I would be glad to offer my services. I love my new Goldwing. The bike is technologically advanced, but I can see some areas that need some improvements just to make the bike a little bit better. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And to add and to piggyback on what you've already mentioned, Chris, we deserve and need a touchscreen for $30,000, especially on these DCT models and your tour model Goldwings. We need a touchscreen. Harley's had a touchscreen for 6-7 years now. Yeah. On their bikes, on their touring model.
Yeah, Harley has a touchscreen. Indian has a touchscreen. BMW, the Royal Star Venture. Most touring bikes have a touchscreen. So you know, the Honda Goldwing is the flagship bike of Honda. Not sure why it doesn't have a touchscreen. So
that's it, my brother.
Things like that should be standard. In today's time, spending that much money, it should be standard. You know, you can't defend it. You can't defend that. You know, when the bike costs the price of a car, you know, so that's just my personal opinion.
Absolutely. Well, you know, a lot of us absolutely agree with you. So it's not just you. I mean, I think we all. I mean, you know, we know Honda's in business to make money. We're not trying to, you know, cut into profits or anything. But those are just some things I think that they could give us as being loyal Honda customers, spending that amount of money, because not everybody can go out and spend $30,000 on a bike.
Right. Wind deflectors should be standard on the bike, just like, you know.
Absolutely.
You have
especially the new bike.
Yeah.
Especially the new bike.
Yeah. I mean, you trimmed it down.
My thing, that R&D should have, when they research and develop. You know, I've got a 2019. I love my bike, I do.
Right.
But when you knew you cut it down and you reduce the amount of wind protection just from a fairing standpoint and a windshield standpoint, well, how do we still give our riders either the same or somewhere close to the amount of wind protection they used to have without them having to go spend? And I mean, I know like what you spent on your wind wings. I mean, and you got some nice ones, you got the thick ones, but there's a cost. You buy quality wind protection, there's a cost associated with, just like everything else, just like all the other accessories. There's a cost, and it can get cost. They're expensive.
That's right. That's right. So, you know, again, I love my 2100 Goldwing. I really, really like it. I could see some areas that need some improvements, but I really like it. It's a technological marvel.
It is.
But, you know, I can see some things, you know, that I kind of shake my head on and say, you know, I can see where they cut the corner. So when you're spending that kind of money, you know, lay it out there. You know, they say you know, build it, they will come. So, you know, put it back into the bike so the customer don't have to go back and buy all of these accessories. Things that should be standard on the bike. You're charging top dollar for the bike, so certain things should be standard on the bike. You know,
that's correct.
Wind deflectors should be standard. USB port for a charger should be standard on the bike. Wind deflectors should be standard. Passenger armrest should be standard. A belly pan should be standard on the new Goldwing. A voltage gauge should be standard. You know,
that should just be it. Even shouldn't even be a second thought.
It should be a second
because,
thought.
like you said, it is such a technological marvel. You got a lot going, especially people like you that moto vlog. You've got a lot going. You've got a lot of components that pull from that, you know, that voltage base on the bike, and it is absolutely imperative on these long, like what you were just saying, 800 miles that you did on your way back earlier this year.
Right.
And, you know, some of these rides that we're going to take, we need to be able to monitor that. We need to be able to know what that battery's doing at a moment's notice. That way, if it's not where it needs to be at idle or at highway speed, we maybe can pull off and get some assistance before it causes some kind of problem and you're out in the middle of nowhere where you can't get help.
Yeah, and the thing about that, man, you know, if your alternator stops working, basically what happens when you start your bike, the battery turns the crankshaft. And
that's correct.
It you know, when the bike starts, the alternator kicks in and takes over.
That's
so
correct.
The alternator is putting out more voltage than the battery puts out. So the extra couple of volts that the alternator puts out over the battery, it charges the battery. Okay, so in the event that your alternator for some reason stop charging, for whatever the reason may be, now your bike is running off the battery. So you're not going to even know it. But once you realize that your bike is running off the battery and not the alternator, you may be in a construction zone, you may be on the interstate, and all of a sudden your bike loses power and die because it don't have the power. It doesn't, back in the day, when your car is running, when you unhook the alternator, when you unhook the battery cable, the car still runs off of the, off of the alternator. But in the event that your motorcycle loses power from the alternator, it's going to run off the battery. And once the battery voltage gets so low, it's going to die. And hopefully it doesn't die when you're on the interstate or you're in a construction zone or you're in a high traffic area. You may need to get out the road. So having a voltage gauge to me falls under safety. That was one of the first things that I did to my bike is I added that voltage gauge. I think a lot of people were so mesmerized with the new bike, they failed to check for the little thing, which would be a voltage gauge. So a bike with no voltage gauge could be dangerous. So that's why I put one on my bike. I elected to put one on my bike, and others followed soon as I put that video up because it was just the right thing to do. So
absolutely,
Honda, if you're watching this video, a voltage gauge should be standard on a motorcycle. That just falls under safety.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And I hate to keep bringing up, the competitors, but Harley at least gives you an analog gauge sitting right there on the fairing.
Yeah.
Tells you exactly what that bike's voltage is doing at all times.
Yeah, it's
at
much
all
needed.
times.
So in the meanwhile,
we know BMW does it, Indian does it. We just call the roll up. These are flagship motorcycles. We just need some things to they need to give some things back to the customers and give so much to their company. I mean, we were talking about it before. I mean, I would think Jason even had touchscreen on his
Africa Twin
off-road motor. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
His motorcycle. And come on now, come on. You know, we've got the flagship, but I won't hold. You know, me and you could go on and on about that, Chris. But I absolutely agree with you, my brother. Yeah. Absolutely agree with you 100%.
I'm not bashing the new Goldwing. I'm not.
Oh no.
You know,
I love it.
I love my new Goldwing. You know,
I love it. I think it's a beautiful machine.
It
but
is.
Like you said, especially that voltage, that is a safety item and concern, and something that wouldn't be
that expensive
for them to do.
Yep.
It really wouldn't be.
Yeah. And if you're watching this video and you do not have a voltage gauge on your Goldwing, check out the video. I will include it in the link, or you can look into my library. I got over 1,200 YouTube videos. You can just look up Chris Caliente battery voltage gauge. If you do not have a battery voltage gauge, you can install one on your motorcycle for probably less than $25. It's not very expensive, but it's one of those things, in my personal opinion, it falls under safety. If you don't know how to put a battery voltage gauge on your bike, check out my video, Chris Caliente battery voltage gauge, and I kind of walk you through on how to install one on your motorcycle.
Yeah. Well, my brother, I don't want to hold you. I know you probably got other calls. You want to take other topics you want to discuss. Man, I just happened to look at my phone and, what is Chris doing on a Sunday evening? What's he sitting in the garage?
You know, just giving back, man. You know, it's a lot of people that reach out to me, and they always say, Chris, you know, I appreciate the videos. You really helped me. Thank you. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to come out to the Caliente Garage and just kind of talk to my viewers and subscribers that watches my channel, answer any questions that you guys may have, or you guys just want to call and just say hello or just say thanks. And I really appreciate it. And thanks for supporting my channel.
Well, just for me, even outside of my membership in the group or being personal friends with you, I appreciate it. I appreciate the level of excellence at which you do what you do. You've taught me a lot about my bike. Since you bought your 21, you know, I've learned some things about my bike. You and I have discussed, and I've had a couple of questions and concerns. You and I both just went through those battery issues, and we were able to kind of talk that through. And so I appreciate it, my brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I know you're going to continue to do it at the level which you do it, and that is so much. That's so important. The excellence at which you do what you do, and you don't.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it there, Composure. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. And you on with your boy Chris. I'm gonna probably take one more caller. If you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, the phone line is open right now. 901-468-9032. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, let me know where you're checking in from, what city, what state, what country you're watching from. The phone line is open, and I'm going to sit back and read a few more of your comments, and I might even install this belly pan on the 2016 Honda Goldwing if we have enough time, or if you guys want to see me install this thing live in the Caliente Garage. Stephen Compton said even the Yamaha Venture has a touchscreen and voltage gauge. Brian says traction engine case cover. Got one. He also says never thought that the board under the ride-off stand would work. He might look into it. Jarvis Biker said, hey, y'all. And I'm just reading some of your comments. Solo Black says, I have a 2004 S-Team 1300 and I pulled a 1987 Travelite Moto Camper. Have you ever thought about doing a subscriber camp out for a weekend? That's something to think about, Solo Black. I appreciate it, man. That's a very good suggestion. Where are you located there, Solo Black? Put that down in the comment section below. Brian says, my first Goldwing, wondering if I ever get in a pinch on a Goldwing, have something I'm adding or sinners or what, could I shoot you a text? Yeah, you can send me a text. Anybody that watches my videos, I have a public number, 901-468-9032. You guys could call me or text me at any time. If I'm not busy, I will answer, or I will get back to you. Okay, somebody was saying they having a problem with their DCT. If you have a problem, you can give me a call if you want to talk to me about it. I would like to know. The phone line is open. 901-468-9032. You on with Caliente, live in the Caliente Garage. Who we got on the line?
You got Eric Harris out of Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
Eric Harris, Missouri. What's going on, Eric?
Nothing much, Chris. I was catching your show here. I was kind of texting you.
Are you the guy that said you've been having some issues with your DCT?
Yes. Every now and then when I go out on the ride, I have two little idiot lights pop up on my dash showing me like heated seats.
Okay.
And they're kind of small. As I ride, they just flash in there. I turn on my heated seat, turn on my handlebars, cut them back off. They don't go away. But we make a little stop to get off, go and grab a bite to eat, come back out, and all of a sudden they're gone. They don't come back on. So I don't understand. I don't know what it is. I can't find it in the manual. And the shop hasn't told me anything.
What you got, the 2018?
Yes.
So you're saying that the indicators come on and then
they're real tiny pictures of a heated seat. It's
right.
Two of them.
Right. You know, yeah. The indicators generally come on when you press the button. So you press the button, the indicators come on, or they just pop on by themselves?
They pop on by themselves, and they're not on. I can turn them on and show up bigger. I cut it, go all the way through, bring it all the way back down. Handlebars, grips, and the seat, both. But them two little lights keeps flashing.
Oh, man, that's a. Do you still have any warranty left on your bike?
Oh yes, I got 8 years. I deal with knee house cycles, and they don't understand what it is.
Oh, knee house is real good. Knee house is excellent. And knee house don't even know what. I deal with. Yeah.
No sir.
So what is knee house saying?
It said, Eric, I don't know what that is.
And I'm trying to follow you. Are you saying that your grips and seat stop working, or you just get an indicator that is on when it's not on?
I get an indicator where the lights are flashing.
Mm-hmm.
And it don't say heated grips. It has two pictures of a seat right over top of each other. And they're tinier than the normal one when you turn it on. And they just keep flashing.
Man, you got me. You got me, Eric. If anybody's watching this video and you have experienced that problem, let us know. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Yes, it done happened to me 3 times now, but usually after a good hour and a half of riding, and stop and cut it off and cut it back on, it goes away.
How many miles on your bike, on your 2018?
4,000.
4,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Trade it in for the 2022.
I'm about like you. Everything out of all this money I don't spend putting all this accessories on there. I hate to do that.
Man, I hate that. I just said that in a joking kind of way.
I actually thought about it.
Yeah, I said that kind of in a joking kind of way, man. Other than that, are you having any other issues with that bike, or everything seemed to be working fine?
That's the only issue. I mean, I done had my ring of fire go out twice. Now I got one side just went out this week, so I have to figure out what's going on with that. Other than that, I love the bike.
Yeah. And you got the DCT model or manual?
Yes, I have the DCT.
Okay. Yeah, man, you got me. I mean, I've never heard of that. You can try another dealership, but if Knee House is pretty good. Shouts out to Shar over at Knee House, but
I'm going to Knee House. That's all. I mean, it's a 3-hour ride for me, but I ride up there in the winter just to take it to them.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if anybody's watching this video and you having the same type issue, or if you've ever heard of anything like that. Let us know. Because I'm curious. I've never heard of that. But with the 2018, I know that was the first year they came out with the new Goldwing, and they had to work a lot of bugs out. So a lot of times when I hear problems with the bike, the first thing I say is, it the 2018? Yep. Yeah, that was the new design. They've worked bugs out since then. So unfortunately,
I was about going to get a new battery. Maybe the battery was staying low, and it take that long for it to charge up.
Well, you don't have a battery voltage gauge, so you don't even know where you stand on that.
You're right.
So that's kind of one of the things I said earlier. So man, let me know. Stay in touch with me. I wish you luck. If you get it figured out, let me know. I've just never heard of that. Only thing I can recommend is just maybe taking it to another dealer. Or like I said, you may want to trade it, in a joking kind of way. But
I'm glad my wife is upstairs.
Yeah. Man. What part of Missouri you in?
I'm in St. Robert, Missouri. It's right here at Fort Leonard Wood.
Okay. How far is that from Chicago?
I don't know. I haven't been from here. I'm originally from Michigan.
Okay. Michigan. All right. I got family up that way.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. But Eric, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for reaching out to me. I'm sorry I was not able to help you. Again, you may have to find another dealership if you're not getting the satisfaction you're wanting. Or you, like I said, you may want to consider another alternative if that really bothers you. But the seats work fine, right? But the seats and grip works fine. When you turn them on, they work.
Yes.
You just getting those lights.
Yeah, I just see them two little lights flashing. I mean, they're real dim. I mean,
and you bought the bike brand? You bought the bike brand new?
Brand spanking new from Knee House.
Wow.
If I sent you a picture, I get T-boned on my 2012.
Wow. Did you get injured?
Pardon me?
Did you get injured?
Yeah, for a little while. But
okay.
I worked it out. God worked it out.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here to talk about it. Let me guess, you was coming through an intersection?
No, sir. I was going down the street. They were pulling out of a gas station.
Pulling out of something. Okay, yeah. That's why most of my rides are on the interstate, man, because when you're on the street, they got intersections, which you can't avoid them. People be pulling out, and everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's driving fast. Everybody's driving bad. Everybody's road raging. They're distracted on their phones, or they're drunk, high, or and they're not paying attention, man. To be honest with you, it's dangerous out here now to be a biker.
Yes.
If you can get out of the inner city, where you can enjoy it, that's the best time, or the best,
I was coming home from work, and this young lady was driving on a permit.
Yep. I'm not surprised. So, man, I'm just glad you're here to talk about it. I'm glad, you're okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But keep me posted. Let me know if you found out anything about the lights coming on
yeah,
your bike.
I will.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it, Eric. Thank you, man. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Okay.
I'm enjoying your show. You take it easy.
Okay. We're going to take one more caller. We almost at the 2-hour mark. We're at 1 hour and 54 minutes. I think that I'm going to install this on another video for the sake of time. I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be. We're going to end this in about 5 more minutes. If there's one caller left that didn't get through and you want to reach out to your boy Chris, now is the time to reach out before we end this program. We got about 5 minutes and 5 seconds. So if there's anybody out there that want to get through, now is the time. I'm going to take one more caller if you want to get in. 901-468-9032. And you're on with your boy Caliente out in the Caliente Garage, just reading some of your comments at this moment. Brian says reset. The last caller, you're on with Caliente, live in the Caliente Garage. Who we got on the line? All right, look like we lost him. Look like we lost them. We're going to take this last caller. You on with Caliente in the Caliente Garage. Who we got on the line?
Hey, this is Brian Littell from Indiana again, man. I'm watching your show and the guy having them light issues on his dash.
Okay.
Cruiseman's Garage. I even think maybe in your manual they've got a way pattern to reset everything on your bike. Have you heard of that?
No, I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I seen it on Cruiseman's Garage videos.
He got some excellent videos.
There's a way you turn it off and then hold. I ain't for sure on the pattern, but you could go to Cruiseman's Garage. He's got it on there, and I think he even said it's in the manual on how to reset, and it resets your whole computer system.
Okay. So yeah, somebody also in the comment is saying reset.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, that's you. Okay. Reset. So you're
that's
saying
all I wanted to catch you on. Maybe shoot it to him.
So you're saying Cruiseman Garage has a video telling you how to reset your Goldwing.
Yep, I think it's even in the manual if you go through the manual.
Okay. If somebody want to include that link, put it down in the comment section below if you have the reset link to Cruiseman video.
All right, that's all I needed, buddy. You keep up what you're doing, man. We love it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian.
Bye-bye.
All right. So you're on with Caliente in the Caliente Garage. Someone said, can I pull the guard out the box? I guess you guys want to see my belly pan. This is just a replacement belly pan. I currently have a belly pan on the 2016 Honda Goldwing. And I'm going to do a video just replacing the belly pan. The belly pan that's on the Goldwing that I have now is just worn out. And I want to replace it. I was going to do it live. I think I may do it on the next video for the sake of time. We've been on for almost 2 hours now. If there's anybody else that want to get through, we got a couple more minutes. If you want to get through, I got a couple more minutes. 901-468-9032. Charles Robertson says, just wishing you a safe riding in Ireland, from Ireland. So thanks, Charles Robertson. He's checking in from Ireland. One more call if you want to get in. 901-468-9032. And I'm going to read these last few comments before I end this program. David says, hey, Chris, could that be a ground problem for the heated seats at the grips? Anything is possible. It's possible. Dan Gray says stock seat. He also said over 1,200 videos. You the man, Chris. I appreciate it. You guys can feel free to browse my video library. I put out over 1,200 YouTube videos. Somebody says the home link should be standard, as hard as it is to add. And you are 100% correct. The home link should be standard on a Goldwing. If you want to be able to open up your garage doors from the buttons off the bike, you know, you got to get that home link. And a lot of places are out of stock. And, you know, that's another thing that should be standard on the Goldwing. Someone says I have a wing soft seat. Larry says, I think as of today, you like the 2016 better, but the 21 is quickly growing on you. You make a good point there, Larry. Clifford Rawls say, hey Chris, are you dark siding on your 21 Goldwing? Not yet. I haven't even worn out the original tire that came on the 21, and I also have a couple other tires, regular motorcycle tires, new for the 21. So it's gonna be a while before I dark side, if I even dark side. It's gonna be a while. You know, I have the tire machine, so I can go in at any time and change my tires. But right now I have 3 good motorcycle tires, so I'm good for at least, you know, 40,000 miles maybe of tires. So we'll see. Right now I'm not gonna dark side, but that may change later. And I can hear some of you right now saying, yeah, right. You know, you never know. We'll see. Stay tuned to the videos. Do you guys think I'm gonna dark side this new Goldwing, or do you think I'm gonna keep it OEM? Brian K said, what are your thoughts on the wing stuff in tri-axon belly pans for the 2018 Plus Goldwing? To be honest with you, Brian, I don't have an opinion because I haven't seen the new belly pans that was made by tri-axon for the new Goldwing. You know, the thing that I, you know, wish is that Honda would have made the new Goldwing a little bit better under the bottom to where you can bolt a belly pan. So there's nowhere to really bolt up a belly pan. I mean, you're pretty much going to have to probably pull bolts out of the engine. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of that. I wish on the Goldwing that they would have just made some mounting points to put a belly pan. It really should be standard. On the older Goldwing or on the previous generation Goldwing, there it was a place to put a belly pan and mount it. But on the new Goldwing, you know, your mounting points are limited. You don't really have anywhere to mount it unless you pull bolts out of the motor. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of that. But I think that every motorcycle does need a belly pan. So, yeah, I wish it was standard. It's not, because it's uncovered underneath. But every Goldwing needs a belly pan. He also says only good thing is to get caught up on pretties. I'm not sure what that means. Larry says he agreed the Goldwing should have a temperature and voltage gauge. He's from Alberta, Canada. It's 37 degrees there. Michael Madison checking in from the North Jersey, New York area. Love you, bro. Keep doing what you do. I appreciate it, Michael Madison. Michael Madison checking in from New Jersey, New York area. Well, I guess I'm going to end this video. I appreciate each and every one of you that tuned in to the live feed. I hope I answered all of your questions. I hope you was able to get something out of this video. I will be doing some later live in the Caliente Garage. If you really want to see those, put that down in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to click the like button. If you haven't already, be sure to sign up for the Chris Caliente Facebook group, the hottest Facebook group in the land, where we talk about anything and everything all day, every day. And I will include a link in the description of this video, or where you guys could join me on Facebook. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to click that bell notification. It'll notify you every time I post a new video. So stay tuned. If you like it, click the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is your boy Chris out in the Caliente Garage, and I've been live. And I will talk to you guys later. See you, and have a safe and a blessed evening. I'm out.